Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And I wanted to talk to you about perspective today because I just came from physical therapy, and on my way to physical therapy this morning, I had an awareness. Now, one of the things that I've been promised is that I would heal fast. And this morning, it dawned on me that I have healed. My bone, they did the surgery, they put the screws in, they connected the bones, and it's healed. The the wounds and stuff are pretty much scars. There's a couple that are a little bit um, not quite there, but I'm pretty much healed. Um, I have been kind of connecting the idea of, can I walk, fully walk, can I dance, with the idea of being healed. And I had this awareness, I had this perspective shift. I have already been given my promise. I am already whole, I am already healed. What I do get to do now is strengthen all of the muscles. So my perspective now is going to be about strengthening those muscles, and what would it take to strengthen these muscles? What would it take to walk? And not focus on, oh my gosh, I haven't healed, because I have. And I think that we can take that same kind of idea and apply it in other places in our lives, where sometimes we get caught up in maybe a certain word or a certain concept, and if we take and allow ourselves to receive a different idea, we may realize that we actually already have that thing that we're seeking, and it's just a different perspective. So one thing is I carry money in my wallet. I'm building that. I have not got as much as I would like to have in my wallet that I carry around with me, but I have money in my wallet. So when somebody asks me if I have money, it is actually a lie for me to say, no, I don't have money. I have money. I choose how I spend it. I choose to keep that money, and I choose to spend the money I have available to spend, because I'm choosing to keep a certain amount, and I have already decided where certain things go. So it's not that I don't have money, it's that I choose not to use it in the way that maybe my children would like me to. And those kind of little perspective things make a huge difference in how we are in our lives. I am blessed. I receive blessings all of the time. I receive miracles all the time. Maybe I don't always get the big miracles that I think of, but I get miracles all the time. I get blessings all the time. I have money. I have good health. I could have better health, but I have good health. And, I have money. I could have better money. I could have best money. I mean, like, there are different levels of it. Good, better, best concept could come into play here. But I have these things. And if I can remember and remind myself these, then how awesome is that? Um, One little other thing that I'm just going to add on here is it's also a perspective change. Um, this this idea that maybe, how do I word this? There's a part of me that's like, nobody actually cares about what I'm doing. And yesterday in church, I actually got to go to church for the first time in 2 months. I was so excited. And as I was sitting there, somebody said, God wants you to live. And that just hit me. And then I took it a step further. God wants to see me walk. God wants to see me dance. And the idea and the reminder that maybe it doesn't always feel like the people around me want it for me, but the universe, God, the angels, all of the, my higher self, all of these different people, beings, want it for me. They want me. They want to see me dance. And that just did a lot for me. Another perspective change. It's like, you know what? Yeah, he is looking out for me, and he does want to see me dance. And so stop being in the woe is me. I can't do this. You didn't answer my prayers. He does want to see me dance, and he did answer my prayers, and he did fulfill his promise and heal me. And now I get to focus on strengthening and walking and looking at the progress that I've made. Because last Thursday when I went to my first, I went on Thursday. I went to my first physical therapy on Thursday, and I could put 95%, or like they put me on a scale and 1 foot off, 1 foot on, and I could put 95 pounds on the scale. And today I put 120 on the scale. And that's progress. And it's celebrating those little times, being excited about those. So all these perspective changes about our lives. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient in my time away. My intention is to try to at least do one video each week this month, as I'm committed to physical therapy Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So hopefully I'm recording a video after physical therapy like every Monday. It's kind of my intention. If I feel inspired to write or say something else, I might say it before. But anyway, and I'm sorry I keep looking at me. I miss my computer. I miss having like the setup where I didn't get all looking weird places because it was all set up perfect. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being patient with me, and thank you for all your healing love and vibes. It's been amazing. I really appreciate you, and I'm really excited for the perspective changes that you may be taking because of this little message. Remember, everybody, to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful, and be the incredible you that you already are. I'll see you guys next time.